You always look so beautiful when you sleep. You know, darling? You must know. I've told you 1,000 times before. Tomorrow, when it's the middle of the day and I'm fighting to keep my eyes open, you'll give me that pretty half smile of yours and say, "Honey, I'm flattered that you think I look so good when I'm asleep. But you should really get some sleep too. You can't just spend every night watching me." But how can I not, darling? It would be stupid to sleep when I can admire your cute sleeping face. When I can run my fingers through your hair and trace every inch of your body while you're oh so oblivious. You are truly a sight to look at. Seeing you so vulnerable, completely at my mercy, drives me wild, darling. You are just sleeping next to me, completely clueless of who your girlfriend really is. To you, I'm just a short girl who can't see anything without her glasses, and who isn't able to hurt a fly. I'm just a clumsy girl that can't stop smiling whenever you are in my field of vision. You are so innocent, my darling. That's the other reason why I stay awake while you're asleep. The reason I can never tell you. I have to protect you. You always see the good in everyone. But the world is full of bad people, darling. Well, I absolutely love seeing you so defenseless. That means I must defend you. Someone could break into our home and defeat you, or even worse, take you away from me. If I told you this, you'd probably laugh and tell me I'm being paranoid, that I shouldn't watch the news before going to bed. But I know how things actually are, because I'm one of those people they talk about in the news. You know, darling, the first time I broke into your home, I didn't even know you. That night, you were just going to be another addition to my count. Another poor soul gone too soon. But when I got closer to your bed and saw you sleeping like you are right now, I couldn't get myself to finish the job. I just couldn't do it. I was just awestruck. I had never felt something like that for anyone before. From that very moment, you became the most important person in my life. I started following you, watching you from a distance, regularly breaking into your house. After years of doing my hobby, I had gotten very good at stalking people, and you never suspected a thing. Every morning, I woke up thinking about the moment I would see you again. I was completely obsessed with you. Everything you did, even the most mundane things, fascinated me. I watched you make breakfast. The exact same breakfast you make for us now. I followed you when you went to work, to visit your parents, or to hang out with your friends. I had a list with the full names, jobs, and addresses of everyone you had some kind of relationship with. All trying to figure out the best way to make you mine. Are you still asleep? Okay, you are. You smell different when you're awake. And did you know that? I don't know why that happens, but it's a pretty good way of telling if you were asleep or just pretending. Anyway, after some weeks of observing you, I had the key. Your best friend. You adored them. And every time you met up with them, my blood boiled with envy and jealousy. Each day you two hanged out, a random person died that night. I knew you were never romantically interested in them, and as far as I knew, they weren't in you either. But I just couldn't stand seeing you give so much attention to someone. Until I realized that I could just end the problem at its root. If I removed them, I wouldn't have to compete with them for your love. Also, them disappearing would leave you more mentally vulnerable. And that it would make it easier for me to insert myself into your life. And so I did. I knew, after stalking them for a bit, that they were very allergic to peanuts. And the day they bought a cake from the supermarket and took it to their home, I knew I couldn't just let the opportunity go. I broke into their house, changed their cake for one I made with extra peanuts. I then stole their EpiPens and hid their phone so that they couldn't call for help. No one even suspected that it was something else instead of an unfortunate accident. I still remember the first time I actually approached you like it was yesterday. You were sitting on a bench in a park, crying your eyes out after their funeral. Oh, my sweet darling. How much I wanted to hold you in my arms. But I couldn't. Not yet. I had to be cautious. So I just sat on the same bench as you, keeping my distance. I waited a bit, but you had your head between your hands and didn't seem to notice my presence. After some time, I decided I had to say something. I looked at you and went, "What's wrong? You are too beautiful to be crying like that." This time, you actually looked at me. It was the closest I had seen your face while you were awake. Oh, my darling. You looked so beautiful with the tears running down your face. You really needed me. Because even though you didn't know me at all, you told me everything. We were talking for hours. And at the end, We exchanged numbers. I don't think you realized, but you were already in love with me. After that, we started regularly meeting in that same park. Remember? We would talk about everything and anything. And every time we would end up talking about your friends. And you would break down crying. Each day I would sit a little bit closer to you. Until one day, you cried on my shoulder for the first time. Oh, darling, when I felt the weight of your head on my shoulder, I wanted to scream and jump from happiness. I knew I had you, but I had to restrain myself. You'd probably think I was a psychopath if I did that. And you wouldn't be wrong. But hey, at least I'm self-aware. That's what matters, right? Some weeks after that, you cried in my arms for the first time. Seeing you with your pretty face buried in my chest, and your tears soaking my shirt, I felt like I was in heaven. I wanted to hold you forever, and to never, ever let you go. That day, I asked you out, and when you accepted, I felt happier than ever before in my life. It's been almost a year since then, and it's been 6 months since I came to live with you. At first you were a bit hesitant, but I made up some sob story about how I had been evicted from my apartment because I couldn't afford the rent. You felt so bad that you couldn't say no. And we started living together. Sometimes you have to lie a bit to get what you want. And your house has a very big basement you never go to, which is useful for hiding my souvenirs. Oh, darling, I've never been so happy as I have been these months. And I know the same goes for you. After all, you never had someone who loved you as much as I do. And I'm sure you've never had someone spend all her nights awake to protect you or willing to kill for you. I know that you still cry about your friends from time to time. But don't worry, my dear. You can cry your heart out with me whenever you want. Just remember who was the one comforting you. Okay? Your tears are only mine, as is your happiness. You see, darling, people are not as innocent as you judge them to be. And I adore your willingness to assume the best in people. But the world is a much more dangerous place than you think. This is why I can't sleep, while you are also sleeping. No matter how much you tell me that sleeping so little is unhealthy for me, I must protect you from the bad people. From the people like me.